Tristan Choi. I'm 12 years old and I went to the Mandarin Immersion program in Hudson Way, and I'm currently in 6th grade. I started Hudson Way at around 5 years old, and I had an amazing teacher. Her name was Miss Echo, and she cared for me very much. And I remember she would slowly by slowly teach me like all the stuff that I currently know now. I had two other teachers, Miss Chen and Mr. Zhang, and they were very patient, and they were really good teachers. They found creative ways to teach, and they were I think like they were the best teachers I've ever had. I can like speak fluent Chinese now, and it's really helped me a lot. I can speak to like my grandparents, like my relatives, like that sort of stuff, and sometimes like my parents like will ask me for help if they can't read like the Chinese. So it's really benefited me in a lot of ways. Me and my family we've been to China a few times before, and we want to go again. So I think it would be really cool, like just being able to speak Chinese like in China. And I feel like as the years go on, like Chinese it will become like more important to this world, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to speak this language at a very young age. I think like if I work with computers online, like there are a lot of people with different cultures, and maybe like a lot of them could be Chinese, and I could be able to communicate with them, and something maybe like a lot of my other like coworkers.
So the educational problem that we faced that led us to Hudson Way is really finding a place that can help us teach our children language in a way that it really will stick, right? Not something where it's an introduction where you can where you can learn it for a few years of your lifetime and then you lose it as an adult, but something that really you can retain for your entire life. Prior to finding Hudson Way, we felt that we were at risk of really losing language in the family. Every generation that goes by, living in the U.S., it just becomes very easy to kind of lose that and really forget your heritage and kind of lose that proficiency. So that was really the challenge we were looking to address. Connie spoke Mandarin in the home, and then I spoke Cantonese in the home. And the challenge for us raising our children is that the two of us can't speak to each other in Chinese, right? So that's always been one of the biggest challenges we've had. And every generation that goes by, it's really difficult to keep language going. Even from my own situation, growing up, we went to weekend Chinese school, and it doesn't really work. It's not enough. No matter how much effort you put into it, how dedicated you are to it, it's just not enough time, right? You have to be doing this. You have to be immersed in the experience. So, a big part of us finding Hudson Way was trying to find that school that offered that is that Monday to Friday experience where basically you would be able to focus enough hours and enough days of the week so you don't forget it. And of course, most importantly, I learned really by going through orientations and seminars and um, just different events where we learned about the immersion program is that the age to which you learn language is really important. So we found that between, I think it was Elizabeth, one of the former directors, was telling us between 2 and 12 years old is really that window, right? He got the targeted instruction that he really needed at that young age, and as we said a couple times, is really that language was key for us. So I like the Hudson Way is always targeted not just to target language as a focus, but also to make sure that when it comes to English, or when it comes to mathematics, that they're at least as good as anybody who did not go through an immersion program. In fact, in most cases, I think the studies show that it comes out better. So that's pretty amazing how the brain develops that, when you focus on a different target language, it actually develops your native language even more than possibly it would have if you hadn't done both. It's a very diverse group of people. Many don't have Chinese heritage, and they speak brilliantly, and they write and they read brilliantly. And it's really amazing to see them all speak to each other in their target language.